There is another kind of drama behind the impenetrable walls of our country's jails, where law enforcement officers are responsible for maintaining security. In this video, we're going to learn the secret stories of female police officers whose careers took a prohibited turn inside prison walls. So, who are these women? Let's get started. Number 1. Melissa Goodwin. In recent years, cases of inappropriate relationships between female correctional officers and inmates have gained notoriety. Melissa Goodwin, a former correctional officer at Silverwater Prison in Western Sydney, is one such case that has shocked the public. Questions concerning our prison security have been raised by Goodwin's illicit relationships with young inmate Corey London and Caleb Valeri, a member of the Rebel Outlaw Motorcycle Club. Her main responsibility was to guarantee the prison's safety and security, but her actions raised questions about the system's integrity. One of the most disturbing aspects of Melissa Goodwin's case is her inappropriate relationship with Corey London, a teenage inmate at Silverwater Prison. Corey needed guidance and rehabilitation while he was serving his sentence for a nonviolent offense, but rather than getting the guidance he needs from his jail officer, he became involved in an inappropriate relationship. Goodwin's relationship with Corey London went beyond professional boundaries as she began to show favoritism towards him. It is important to remember that correctional officers are responsible for ensuring inmates follow the rules and regulations, and they should never develop personal relationships with those under their care. Melissa Goodwin had an affair not just with Corey London, but also with an associate of the Rebel Outlaw Motorcycle Gang named Caleb Valeri. However, legal actions were initiated against her, and she was charged with various offenses related to misconduct and breach of her duty. Goodwin was sentenced to a 12-month community corrections order and 100 hours of community service after entering a guilty plea to having a relationship with Corey London. Next up, Number 2. Alicia Gunn. Situated in the scenic town of Wrexham, North Wales, HMP Berwyn is one of the most well-known prisons in the United Kingdom. The prison, which can accommodate over 2,100 inmates, is renowned for housing a wide variety of criminals, from small criminals to those with more serious crimes. Alicia Gunn, a prison guard known for her commitment to hard work, developed feelings for Karam Razak, an inmate with a reputation as a dangerous offender. Karam Razak was serving a 12-year sentence for conspiracy to rob in HMP Berwyn. His criminal history included convictions for assault, armed robbery, and possessing illegal firearms. The illicit relationship between Alicia Gunn and Karam Razak began taking shape during their prison interactions. The affair between Alicia Gunn and Karam Razak remained a secret for some time, but suspicions among their colleagues continued to grow. Other officers started noticing their frequent interactions and shared their concerns with the prison authorities. An internal investigation was started to look into these suspicions, and part of it comprised keeping an eye on Razak's and Gunn's conversations and activities. There was no doubt regarding the nature of their relationship after the facts uncovered throughout this investigation. Upon discovering the extent of the inappropriate relationship between Alicia Gunn and Karam Razak, prison authorities took immediate action. Alicia Gunn was charged with several offenses, such as bringing forbidden objects into the prison, trying to hide a prisoner, and misbehaving in a public office. She had been sentenced to 12 months in prison in 2019. Number 3. Joyce Mitchell. Mitchell, a female prison worker, was at the center of a scandal involving an audacious prison break and a forbidden romance. This spectacular event took place at Dannemora, New York's Clinton Correctional Facility. Located in a lovely upstate New York town, the Clinton Correctional Facility was well known for its high level of security. Here, Joyce Mitchell worked as a civilian employee, serving as a seamstress within the prison's walls. However, the facility had a reputation for being escape-proof, but all of that changed when Joyce Mitchell crossed paths with two inmates, Richard Matt and David Sweat. The dramatic incident started when Mitchell, an employee of the facility, fell in love with both David Sweat, a vicious cop killer, and Richard Matt, a convicted murderer. However, the prisoners took advantage of Mitchell's vulnerability and willingness to bend the rules for their benefit. Still, it is believed that Mitchell played a significant role in aiding their escape. She reportedly provided them with tools they needed to get out of jail, including chisels, hole punches, and hacksaw blades. Matt and Sweat carried off a daring jailbreak on the evening of June 6, 2015, making their way through the labyrinthine tunnels and pipes that ran beneath the prison. Joyce Mitchell was intended to be the escape driver, waiting in a car with supplies outside the prison walls. However, in a sudden change of heart, she failed to meet the inmates at the rendezvous point. Instead, she contacted the authorities, admitting her involvement and revealing the escape plot. Law authorities eventually shot and killed Richard Matt, while David Sweat was captured and returned to custody. However, Joyce Mitchell faced several charges that included promoting prison contraband, criminal facilitation, and hindering prosecution. Also, She received a sentence of up to 7 years in jail, and she was also ordered to pay restitution for the damage caused by the escape. Number 4. Charlene ONeal. Charlene ONeal, 33, a former employee of the Conroe, Montgomery County Jail facility, fell into trouble after having an illicit affair with a prisoner. Originally intended to serve as a symbol of law and order, this prison became the scene of a scandal that would soon capture the nation's attention. The incident occurred on a fateful night, the 14th of June, 2022. On that ill-fated night, Charlene ONeal, a correctional officer at the jail, allowed her professional ethics to crumble under the weight of temptation. She had an illegal relationship with 28-year-old Jacob Parker, who was serving time at the Conroe, Montgomery County Jail for drug trafficking. Although their specific meeting circumstances are still unknown, it's suspected she had gone into him while carrying out her daily tasks at the jail. The forbidden relationship between a correctional officer and an inmate raises severe concerns about the security and integrity of correctional facilities. The consequences for Charlene ONeal were swift and severe. Once her actions came to light, she was taken into custody and accused of a number of crimes, including official misconduct and sexual assault. Charlene's case was unique. It prompted concerns about the facility's protocols for preventing such relationships from developing. In order to avoid future occurrences of this kind of incident, the facility's protocols and security measures were examined as a result of the scandal. Her personal life also unraveled as a result of the scandal. Her reputation and social position within the community were damaged greatly as a result of the incident, which received a great deal of media coverage that exposed her private life to public scrutiny. Additionally, Charlene's acts had an effect on Jacob Parker, the prisoner. The scandal put him under scrutiny and subjected him to additional legal repercussions, potentially affecting his chances for rehabilitation and reintegration into society. Charlene was given a 100-day jail sentence after entering a guilty plea to having an illegal sexual relationship with a person who was under custody. Next up, number 5, Melanie Alicia Martin. In the criminal justice system, correctional officers are essential because they ensure inmates' safety, security, and humane treatment. Melanie Alicia Martin was one of these officers, whose duties included upholding the law, maintaining the prison in order, and protecting the inmates' rights. Her work was hard and demanded an unwavering sense of commitment to her responsibilities. On a seemingly ordinary day, Melanie's life took an unexpected turn. After receiving reports from staff, the sheriff asked an outside agency to look into Melanie and an inmate's suspected illegal relationship. Evidence was found during the investigation that showed Melanie had a relationship with an intimate. However, the inmate involved in the incident remains unnamed to protect their privacy. This incident highlights the need for strict regulations and monitoring to safeguard the rights and well-being of those in custody. Melanie Alicia Martin's acts resulted in immediate legal consequences. She was arrested and charged with misconduct involving an inmate, a severe offense in California. Melanie's case is a powerful reminder that no one is above the law. Melanie Alicia Martin was taken into custody at the Mata County Jail, the same facility where she worked, with a $20,000 bail. Number 6, Kowana Jenkins. Kowana Jenkins, a 36-year-old detention officer, was known for her dedication to maintaining order and security within the Fulton County Detention Center. She was well known for being respectful, disciplined, and responsible in her position. The story of Kowana Jenkins took an unexpected turn when rumors started circulating about her having an unusual connection with some inmates. According to these rumors, she was not only following the law but also breaking it by having illegal relationships with those who were in prison. Her superiors started looking into the problem as soon as they heard about it. The investigation uncovered a series of messages exchanged between Kowana Jenkins and several inmates. It became clear that Jenkins had crossed professional boundaries, which seriously violated the rules and ethics of a detention officer. According to the authorities, she had a strong relationship with the prisoner and even gave him an illegal smartphone that was used to record their interactions on camera. Kowana Jenkins' employment was immediately suspended while the situation was investigated. The 36-year-old former officer was charged with 5 counts of violating an oath by a public officer, 2 counts of improper sexual contact by an agent or employee, 1 count of giving an inmate a prohibited item with authorization, 2 counts of cruelty to inmates, and 2 counts of reckless conduct. Our thoughts and prayers go out to those involved. We hope you enjoyed our true crime overview of female prison guards caught with inmates. Be sure to be a True Crime subscriber and hit the bell icon to never miss another true crime video. Leave a comment and a like to show your support. Until next time, stay safe, and if you have a true crime story you would love to see, please be sure to leave in the comments below. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.